Hello ladies and gentlemen, MarauderEX here back with more Let's Play Panzer Dragoon Saga, and we are here at the camp! And we're gonna walk over here, we're gonna talk to our dragon. Should I give him a name? Yes! We want to name him. Don't just call him dragon, we want to be nice to him. He is our dragon, he saved our life! And I'm going to be completely predictable. And name him Marauder. Because that's what I do. But he perks up that we give him a unique name. He's really happy. He's in a better mood now than usual. Oh, good dragon. We're friends. He's just gonna sit there and watch me. Yeah, he's going to follow me, so... yeah. There we go. And now we're gonna come over here and talk to Gash.
Well,
you could, but it would suck to be. Alright, so we'll give him a lift. So, yeah, we give him a way across. You can't get away from that. Like, if you say no, he will keep badgering you until you say yes. If, you talk to him again after not doing anything, he could possibly give you items. It seems like that's all I'm going to get out of him, is the Berserk Micro. Or there's, the Health Micros and the Berserk Micros, so, yeah. So, let's see, let's ask him about crossing the desert. So there's giant underground tunnels throughout the desert. That seems excessive. Worm tunnels, okay. Let's see, what about the oasis? Okay. Let's learn about these worm tunnels, shall we? Because worms sound bad. I keep thinking of Doom. Okay, so they leave us alone for the most part. So we use worm tunnels. Okay. Let's learn about the underground ruins. Remains of ancient... okay. So monsters apparently don't hide there. Only the above ground stuff seems to be dangerous. That's still a little disconcerting, isn't it? Alright, let's learn about Kramen. The Black Fleet. Anyone who is in control of something called Black Fleet, obviously bad. And apparently the Seekers are enemies of them as well, so hey, we've got friends. Oh, that's dark. I hope you kill him slowly. Okay, let's learn about the Empire now. Nation built on fear. Every empire and built on fear. That's the same thing. So they started off good, and then, you know, as things went on, they became assholes. Good to know. What can you tell me about a dragon? Because, you know, you seem to be full of useful information. Messengers of the gods. We've already talked about that. Because there's a prophecy. We already know that. Oh, dragons have attacked the Empire before. Alright, that, I believe, is a reference to one of the other Panzer Dragoon games. I don't know which one, but I would imagine it would be Panzer Dragoon's Way. But, yeah, so, hey. They're familiar with dragons.
9世紀か。天境じゃ神の時代だなんて言われてるが。
Age of the Gods, Ancient Age.
考えてもみろ。構成生物も帝国軍の。
Okay, everyone had bioweapons. Well, yeah, I mean, have you read any religious texts? There's a lot of BS about, hey, we're not gonna do this terrible thing. And then you read up about, like, ancient, you know, mythical artifacts that, you know, bring about Armageddon. Who would create that? Oh, anyway. What about the ruins? Yeah, I don't know anything. I just had a gun.
手当たり次第に掘り返してるだけだ。だから時々偉いことになる。偉いことってどんな？眠った遺跡が目覚めちまうんだよ。目覚めた遺跡は何をするかわからない。Alright, so he's basically very pessimistic about it. It's like, these ancient technologies destroy the world once. Who's to say if they don't, you know, turn it on the wrong way, it's gonna do it again? That's, you know, fair point. What about the monsters? Okay. They were scattered. Bioweapons have become monsters. And they are somewhat sentient. Ancient weapon. That's actually a good theory, you know, biological warfare. And the last, let's ask about the Seekers. You can call us these if you don't mind. Oh. My captain, who I apparently care a lot about, even though there's very little information about that. Far from the truth. Okay, so you're treasure protectors. You're like Nicolas Cage in National Treasure. That's what you are. Alright, so that's everything that he has to tell us. There are a couple of things that I can show off now. We have a lot more information. We've got the item list that don't really have anything for. We do have the Berserk list that tells us how much BP it costs for various things and what they do. We still have nothing for the dragon yet, but we have this new menu on data of defeated enemies. And you see there are 4 different sections. We've only dealt with mutated enemies. We have not dealt with pure type enemies or anything else. So the color combinations also their rating, basically. Green are going to be typical random encounters, yellow higher end, not so random encounters like mini bosses type deal, and red are full on boss fights. And we have all of the data about them available, telling you what type of abilities they have. And if you kill enough of them, you get more stats on them. I don't think I've killed anything enough to really get that many stats on. There, oh, there we go. Tells me how many XP we get for a base shell, the items that they can drop. Do we have that for... There we go. So we do have that for everything. So, 40 XP for that. Elixir Miner, Berserk Micro. So, the good thing to know if you are doing another one of the 100% runs, it is required to go back to find some certain enemies as time progresses. There are going to be places that you have to revisit at a very specific time to deal with some of the bad guys. So we can go to the desert, which is where we're going to head to now. Look around the desert. This place is entertaining. I'm going to be spending a lot of time wandering this desert. As you can see, it already starts off yellow, so we are kind of
and a threat, and the field maps really start off, like, I don't know why they even make it so that you pick up the field maps. It's kind of a nice thing, but I don't understand why they don't make it so that you just start off with it, because typically they're right in front of you when you first show up. So we got some new enemies! A swarm! The red one is the queen. Alright, as you can see, they will swarm us, and targeting them is a pain, because each one of them is an enemy. But you kill the queen, and they vanish. And we get a good fight. We did take a little bit of damage from that. We got next to no XP because we killed none of them, except for the queen. So that's one of those things, if you want decent XP off of those guys, you're gonna want random battles. I truly forgot how the random encounter rate of this game worked, but I know, Gash. We've been over this. It's fine. And let's do a berserk, shall we? Phantom slashers. We haven't seen this yet. I actually really like phantom slashers. And see, the downside is these enemies are, we saw it earlier, anti-laser. At least the queen is. So in order to kill the queen, you have to either hit it with a berserk or shoot it with your gun. Got a great fight off that one. Got a fair bit more XP because we killed more of them. So that is something to keep in mind. And we are in the red. That's wonderful. And okay. That indicator is the same thing that we can't do anything with it at the moment. And yay, more random battles. But hey, Striders, these guys are new. The ones with the horns are going to be kind of a threat. So we're going to build up our gauges, and I think we need to get behind them. And weak points. And that's down, and that's down. Oh, the ones with the horns are still active. Oh, they're all still active. How are they still alive? There we go. You're supposed to be dead, Billy. And dead? Dead. Great fight. And we've leveled up to level 5, and we've learned Holy Sphere, which is an AoE berserk, which will help out a lot against the Nyan Swarm. And as you can see, there are worms, just like Dune. And an actual treasure chest that we can open up, giving us Elixir Metis. And we can come over and start interacting with the sandworms. We will learn the weirding ways. D-Unit 03.
What?
A worm! So we're at a worm's nest. So probably shooting at them, not a good idea, but okay. Actually, there's one we need to deal with specifically. There's a teeny tiny baby worm that we saw a moment ago. I will need to do something with him here. There! I believe that was him. Baby worm, and reason is because we want them to break one of these things open. That looks pleasant, so let's just keep looking around for now. And shoot that. Elixir Miner. Okay, that's the one that needs to be broken open. And in order to do that, we will need to do this. We will need to come over. It has something to do with flying through these arches. Telepathy shard. Supposedly, I need a telepathy shard in order to have the radar gauge work. Okay, there we go. We fly through this, and a worm comes up, does his wormy thing, and red worms are apparently very rare. And he busts a hole in there. How much of the map have we actually covered? Not a lot, because we still have these sections over here that I didn't deal with. So we'll fill in the map before we go underground and get into another random battle. But that's fine. That's fine. Random battles are alright. Strider pack. Alright. I love how Gash will constantly remind us things we already know. Alright, let's do Holy Sphere. That was super effective. Excellent fight. I'm okay with that. That's fine. Dragon uses Holy Sphere. It was super effective. Everything died. Gotta love AoEs. Alright, so the map now? That's the map. Let's go inside the wormhole. Get it? Wormhole? Come on. It's funny. Crack myself up. So, this is a passage that already existed, and the worms just kind of use it, but I guess, it was blocked off, so there's a lot of terrain questions about this game that are never really answered. Alright, so that's that. We can't do anything else there. I thought that was the end, but there's not. That's a shield chip. That's also something that I need to talk about. Some of these items do things. So shield here gives us, you know, a shield in battle. Blast chip are bombs. Ancient currency, useless. Gypsum lens. So, gotta keep a couple of these things. Mostly the telepathy shards. I think I'll keep all of the telepathy shards. I don't know if the effect stacks. So that's the thing about this game. It's old enough to where you would figure that a lot of the little, you know, subtle nuances of how the system works would be discovered, but it's not popular enough to where people would have dissected and broke down the numbers. So, yeah. And another random battle. What are we fighting today, Johnny? Another Strider pack. Okay. Yes, I know the horns. You can leave me alone about the horns. Alright, I don't want to burn through all of my BP killing these things with, berserks that I've got. I'm going to kill the ones with the horns, and then come back here and stay out of the red zone. And once I've got all three, which I've got now, I will just shoot them, because it's easier than dealing with the dragon laser. Good fight. It took a while, so, you know, not the best. Not one hit, you know, KO like with the Holy Sphere. Alright. I don't want to mess with that yet. I don't. But I'm going to mess with it after the next installment, because this is going to be fun. Because that looks disgusting, doesn't it? Because it is. So I'll see you guys in the next installment. Till then, later everyone.